A Greenbelt family is mourning the death of a 28-year-old woman who was killed, and police are narrowing in on her boyfriend as the suspect. Good evening. This is CTV News for Monday, April 28th. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Byron Scott. Thank you for joining us. Well, international manhunt underway for a suspect wanted for killing his girlfriend in Greenbelt. Juan Roman Balderas allegedly stabbed Emilia Ignacio to death. The victim's body found in her car on Frankfurt Drive on Friday, just blocks away from where she lived. This after her family reported her missing last week. Now, Ignacio had been scheduled to go to dinner with Balderas, but wasn't seen or heard from after April 21st. Now, Greenbelt police are working with U.S. Marshals to try and track down Balderas because they believe he may have fled to Mexico.
They're working all leads. What we're doing is we're looking for the public's help. If anybody has any information as to anything, the timeline, anything, they'd be urged to contact the Greenbelt Police Department.
And talk a little bit about what leads you to believe that the boyfriend has fled and gone to Mexico, as you said.
Again, this is information that we're not putting out to the public right now. It's just some of the information that the officers have investigated lead them to the belief that that he has fled to Mexico.
Balderas is the father of one of Ignacio's two children. Anyone with any information on his whereabouts is asked to contact Greenbelt Police. And a trial begins this week for a man charged with killing his live-in girlfriend in the Beltsville home the two shared. Prosecutors say Barry Kin Liu pled guilty to second-degree murder on April 5th. Now, the trial will determine if he's criminally responsible. The victim, Lan Mu Do, was found dead inside her home in the 3500 block of Cherryville Lane Drive, that is, in August of 2011. She was stabbed many times and pronounced dead at the scene. Witnesses told police that the couple could be heard for several hours prior to Mu Do's death. Motions, hearings, and jury selection begins today.
Thieves drive off with an ATM after assaulting a clerk at a BP gas station. The incident happened in the 4500 block of Eastern Avenue in Mount Rainier. Police say they received a report of someone acting hysterically at the gas station. When they arrived, they found the clerk outside of the store.
Sometime early this morning, a group of individuals physically broke into the establishment. I know for a fact that they keep those doors locked down there unless somebody's actually trying to come in. That's for their security at night. They used some type of pry tool, we think, got into the outer side. They didn't see the clerk on the inside, so they actually pried open the secured area where the clerk stands, where the cash register is. They robbed him, assaulted him. They opened the cash register. They took a quantity of cash, a quantity of cigarettes, and then they actually physically stole the ATM machine and fled out of there. We don't know what type of vehicle they were using, possibly a Ford F-250 light colored truck, things like that.
Police are investigating whether a similar incident that happened at a nearby food mart is related. If you have any information on this case, you're asked to call Mount Rainier Police at 301-985-6890. Well, power has been restored to some Pepco and Verizon customers in Laurel. Electricity was knocked out for a few hours this morning after a truck pulled down some lines. The incident forced the shutdown of Lafayette Avenue between Main and Irving Streets. Crews worked to restore power and phone service. Laurel officials say about 200 customers were affected. No one was injured. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Byron Scott. Coming up after